So the next one's from Fall Vampire, and somebody says Backlash. First of all, I absolutely love the video mailbag. Great work, guys. Okay, we can thank Hughesy for that. It was his idea. So let's give Cody. Will you put Hughesy over for coming up, Dad? No. All right. My question is about Cody Rhodes. Every single time, every time, WWE pushes a new babyface to the top, then fans refuse to get behind them. Has happened over and over and over again. Happened to Kofi Kingston, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Daniel Bryan, Big E, and now it seems like it's happening to Cody Rhodes. Cody did an interview with Ariel Helwani in which he said that winning the Rumble was the greatest moment of his career. That's right, guys. A wrestler put over a huge event that he won. Right on cue, the IWC are now looking for blood because, quote, he's turning his back on AEW, unquote. Basically, I'm asking, even if Cody wins the title at WrestleMania, do you think with today's fans it's going to lead to nothing because the marks don't seem to want to enjoy wrestling? As much as I love the video mailbag, we also need Joe to do a K100 rehash special of all the times Billy reported that The Rock versus Roman was happening. It'll be fun to hear him deny that he got it all wrong for years. Well, first of all, Rock versus Roman was supposed to happen before the Vince McMahon stuff and everything, and everybody's reported that. So that's like, bro, whatever.
Yeah, he was at the Grammys last night, and all the wrestling fans are on Twitter like, "Oh, he can't come back, but he can go to the Grammys." Like,
right?
What? How do they even relate it?
I will say this, bro. The WWE fans dwarf the AEW fans right now. So any people complaining about Cody are just disgruntled AEW fans that their brand is getting smashed by WWE right now. So I don't think this is like, but the people are saying like, hey, let me make a point here. And I want to see if Conan agrees with this. And we're having Eric on this week, and specifically I wanted to talk to him about this because he made a great point, okay? And I want to fast forward to a point that he made months and months. It may have been almost, I don't know how long ago it was, but it was a while back, right? So remember when Eric was on with Conrad, okay? And they had discussed that, like, with the storytelling, Eric has more confidence in the WWE the way they structure their storytelling, okay? And Conrad was kind of surprised at that. Remember that?
No. I remember him making that comment. I don't remember Conrad.
Conrad was kind of surprised.
Right.
Because we love Conrad and what he does, okay? And he's great at his job, interviewing these guys. But the reason he does so well is because he's kind of the voice of the dirt sheet marks. Like, he'll reference, Dave Meltzer reported this, and like he's been a Meltzer reader for years and stuff, and he'll talk about stuff that Meltzer said about Eric, and they'll talk about these points, right? Mm-hmm. But it's funny when they do, like, I see a lot of their clips, right, with Eric and him, and Conrad is constantly surprised at things Eric says, and I want to reference, like Eric said, that I have more confidence in the structure, the way the WWE structures their storytelling. Let's fast forward to the Sami Zayn bloodline storyline. Okay, and like for months and months, this has just been a well-told, structured story to the point that the actual wrestling has been insignificant. Okay, Sami's a good worker. He has good matches, but he's only wrestled when the story has presented a situation where he needs to get in the ring, okay? And he has a good match, nothing special. It tells the story, right? And then the conclusion of the match is always a finish where it gets you thinking about the next thing. To the point that their storytelling of this character, which has basically been done in vignettes, backstage segments, and everything, to where the people are saying, this guy needs to main event WrestleMania. And it's like it shows you the strength of structured storytelling and episodic television to where it develops characters to the point like people think he should be main eventing WrestleMania now. And like Eric was absolutely right about that. And like, what do you think about that, Conan?
Well, I think we knew that.
We knew that too. But that's like a point.
But you also got to remember that's the difference between us and the fans.
Right.
We've been in the business, and then even more inner circle, we've been on booking committees, which is a whole different world.
Absolutely.
You know, and it helps you see helps you see wrestling differently. Because when you're doing it, you're looking at it as a wrestler, and you're only looking at it, what's in it for me. But now you have to take care of the promotion.
Right.
And one of the reasons I was able to book so young with no prior experience whatsoever, when Antonio Pena, who I consider a genius, told me, "Will you be a booker with me?" And I was probably the youngest booker in Mexican history, and with no previous experience, because the one thing I did that nobody else did is I had ideas for others.
Right.
So I had my ideas, which I knew I was going to get over because I was confident, cocky. But I also had ideas for Eddie, for Love Machine, for Ray, for Hoovy.
I was way worse because I would never contribute ideas for myself. I'd always contribute ideas for other people.
Right.
I was very unselfish like that, so.
Right.
Next is for Brock. Joe, do you have this clip ready?
Yeah.
Go to the two. Go
what
to
was the
ending.
question this guy asked, anyways?
We kind of like how the fans are going to turn on Cody and say, "Well, it's just
No, they won't.
that's AEW fans," because like the WWE fans are not turned on Cody.
They're not turning. He's over.
You might have a few people booing because Sammy, but he's still over. Like you hear the pops from Like I said, they have two over guys at the same time, which is a great spot to be in. When you're in promotion. So